everybody, it's me, and today I am all alone. So I actually don't even have the music on because I am so freaking distracted these days with everything that's going on in the world. So that's why the theme for today's show is silk therapy. I think we talked about it. Hi, Nikki. We talked about silk therapy just a tiny little bit. Hello, thanks for joining. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Friday night at 8. So I hope that today I can provide you with some silk therapy because the world is a crazy place and it seems to be getting, hi Louisa, hi Nikki. It seems to be getting crazier every day. I wake up and my husband is like, hey, guess what I just read? And then my heart goes into my stomach and then I can't think, which is a big problem. Hi Margot. I think actually, Margot, it was you who coined the term silk therapy, and you are absolutely right. So in the hopes that we can all breathe a little deeper and get ourselves back into a place where we can function and do some good and try to make this world a better place in whatever we can, but to get past this frozen panic point that I'm in, I don't know if anybody else is in. I thought today would be a really good day for silk therapy. Hi Heather, hi Catherine. So what I did today is I picked out personally about 15 pieces of silk that I went downstairs to get one piece. I'm like, you know what, they've picked so many for me. I'm sure everything's gonna be beautiful. And I ended up grabbing probably another 16 pieces because I kind of needed the therapy today too, of just seeing something beautiful and thinking about creativity and artisanship and creating good things. So, oh, right. Speaking of creating good things, let me show you. Some of you have seen, some of you have seen the posts, and this is now stuck in my hair, possibly permanently. That's not good. But I collaborated with, there we go, with Shop One. You've probably heard me talk about Shop One before. Being hugged in silk, yeah, absolutely, or caressed. Just like a gentle hand on your face, but it's on your shoulder or your back. I'm really feeling these days that I need something that helps me stop and pause and get back into the moment. And from there, I can move and do other things. So yeah, this necklace. So a while back, I got this necklace. I think I told you guys about Shop Just One and how she works with artisans in Kenya and Uganda, and she works really closely with them. And her name is Krista, by the way, from Shop Just One, and her Instagram is Shop Just One. And she was having trouble having enough money come in. Hi Carrie, hi Victoria. And hi Wendy, have enough money coming in to support her artisans, and she had a few of them who were going through really traumatic things in their lives. Children were sick. One lady who she worked with who was a survivor of being a child soldier and now has a family of her own, and she Agnes had all of her possessions stolen while she was at church. And so Krista was trying to raise funds to be able to send to her in addition to the money that she pays her for making the dolls that she sells. So I heard all of these stories because I was kind of working with Krista on something else, and I thought, wow, I feel like if there's anything I could ever do that would help out those people. And then I was brushing my teeth one day and I was just thinking about what I was going to wear, and I have a necklace just like this, only mine doesn't have a globe on the back. And Krista's brand made it. And I remember thinking, you know what, that's a great necklace. I think every woman should have this necklace. And I thought, oh, you know what, I should get it in for the store. But then, as I continued to brush my teeth, I thought, oh no, we could do something bigger. Let's do something bigger. So I got in touch with Krista and I said, hey, I know that your artisans need more money. And what if we worked together to create a necklace that was a collaboration between me and you, where I could then introduce you to all of my customers, which should increase her customer base and allow her to work more closely with her artisans. And then I remembered last year, you guys may remember, we worked with Zonta. Zonta is a women's organization. It's actually global. I believe it's been around either since 1928 or 1938. And basically, they do things to help women. and they find different projects, and Zonta Hamilton one is particularly active and works really, really hard to try to find ways to support women locally and globally. So as soon as I figured out what we were doing with Krista, I emailed Sandra from Zonta, and I said, hey, if we do this necklace, is there something that we could do, any initiative that you guys are working on that we could help support through this necklace? So what she told us is that they are actually working on activism around equality, gender equity in support for climate change, which is kind of a really complex idea until you think about it. So what's going on is that there are obviously effects of climate change here and in other countries. And what they're finding is that women seem to be disproportionately affected by the effects of, by the effects of climate change, because they're the ones who are trying to feed their families and take care of their families. And so they really feel it when there's a lack of money because they can't support their kids. So they are working towards gender equity to support families in the face of climate change. And they have an initiative locally that involves community farms, and then they also have initiatives abroad. Long story short, they said, yes, we would love to be a part of this initiative. So we got everybody together, and this is what we designed. I'm going to try to hold it up so everybody can see it. Tomorrow we're going to do a real photo shoot so that you can actually see what it looks like. So what you can see on this side, hopefully, a little bit there, is that it has an etched globe on the shiny side, right there. And then on the back of it, or on the front of it, because it's reversible, it's just hand hammered. And what's really cool about this necklace is that, hi Pauline, what's really cool about this necklace is that it's made out of upcycled brass locks. So the actual product itself is made out of upcycled metal. And the artisans who make it are able to earn a livelihood. And now there's this artisan fund that's created as a result of the sales of these necklaces. And Zonta is selling the necklaces on our behalf. Hi, Sandy. And $10 from the sale of every necklace goes to the initiatives that Zonta is supporting locally and abroad. So this necklace, it's $45, and the necklace, $15 of that goes directly to artisan support and to helping. Hi, Lisa. Lisa, I see that you like every single thing we do on our Facebook. It's so sweet. I can always count on a like from you. So Zonta is getting money from this, and the artisans are getting money from this, and it's really sweet. Oh, and let me show you what we're doing with it. So what we've done is we've got sari remnants that we've used to wrap the box that it comes in. And Gabriella was the one who pointed out, yeah, it is really amazing, actually. I really like how it all came together. I always have a problem buying Christmas gifts, and I don't know. I love the idea of giving gifts. I love the idea of Christmas. I don't love the idea of lining Amazon's already well-lined pockets so that I can get a gift for someone to show them that I love them. That's the part that I have a problem with. I definitely want to do nice things for people, but I want to do nice things for people in a way where I know that my money is also doing something nice for somebody else, so that I can feel like my gift has more value. It's not just a gift for the person, but it's a gift for the planet, and it's how I would rather spend my money. So that was kind of part of my thinking with this too, is Christmas is coming up, and I know I'm going to be getting gifts for a lot of ladies. And I wanted to buy something that didn't feel quite so consumer. I wanted to get something where I felt like even they could wear it with pride, knowing, hey, you know, I've got this necklace and it's made out of upcycled locks, and this is all the good it's doing in the world, and I freaking love my necklace. Like, that's a win for me. And I really, really wanted that win to happen, and it looks like it did, because amazing supportive women worked together to make it happen. So what we've done is we've cut strips of sari fabric, and we've tied it around the box, and attached to the bottom of the box is a little card that says, this necklace grows food, sustains communities, and recycles resources, and shows you care. So I'll show it to you real close there. so that when you give this as a gift, they'll know that it's a donation gift. I was thinking of using your silk remnants as bows. Yeah, that is such a great idea. And actually people are using them as bunting as well. We were thinking of using them like in our Christmas decorations for we usually make a tree out of a mannequin form, and then we make the skirt out of boughs. That's what they're called, boughs, not bows, boughs. And then I thought we could use some decorations, use some silk remnants on those as well. But yeah, and actually, do you know what the last fashion show, Shefali has been doing remnants in hair as ribbons and things. It's such a great idea. Okay, back to this. So this could be used in your hair after you're done with it, unwrapping it. But then when you open it, what you're gonna see, oh, this one was not done the way we're doing them. So what you'll see when you give this gift, the pendant is 1 inch in diameter, and it's on a beautiful velvety background. And then underneath it, you can see the back of it is right there. And underneath this foam, unfortunately it is foam, we're working on getting a better product to display it in, is that card as well. So if they miss the card on the back, there's information on the inside here. And if they go to the QR code, which is on the card, it's going to tell you exactly where the money's going, so that they can check to see how their gift was contributing to making the world a better place. And I think it's a great necklace. Like that's the other thing. It's a freaking awesome necklace, and it does really good things. So that's kind of like so many wins. And I think the price point at $45 is reasonable too. You know, most Secret Santa type things, or if you have to give a gift to your mother-in-law or a girlfriend, $50 it's a lot, but it's not over the top. Especially when you know that the money's going to do some good. It's not just lining someone's pockets. So this is the product. I should have probably have linked it. At the end of this live, I'll add it to today's collection because I forgot to do that. But if you're interested in some of the things that we're going to be showing, the pieces that we're going to be showing today are going to be linked on Instagram in the link in bio, and I think you go to the link in bio, and then I'm gonna have to double check that it's there actually, because I know Facebook just changed Instagram changed a bunch of things. So after this show, I will double check that it's there. If you are on Facebook, you're gonna find it linked to this live. If you go to the website, you're going to find it in the menu under Upcycled Silk Collection, Featured Collections. So that's where you're gonna find everything I'm showing you. And I do hope that you will consider getting this necklace for people. It's a beautiful necklace. I love it. Oh, and the other thing I did is on the website, I meant to show you, it's adjustable. So it has a bunch of different lengths. Hopefully you can see there's little jump rings so that you can choose how long you want it. And then because we wanted it adjustable, we also added kind of like a little brass coin at the end, so if it dangled down your back, it would look nice. So yeah, this is the necklace. We all love it. And what I did on our website, hi Lori, hi Sharon, is I linked Shop Just One, put together a collection of coordinating jewelry. So if you wanted to get this from us, and you can only get this one from us, then you could go and get coordinating jewelry later from her website, which would support her artisans even more. And she's working so hard to do a good thing. So if we could support her, that'd be great. Okay, it is time for silk therapy. I'm gonna move my little preaching chair here. It's kind of nice to be talking to you just by myself. I'm so used to now talking to you with Shefali on the side or Sandy on the side, and now I feel like I get you all to myself. Hi Jacqueline, nice to see you. Yeah, it is a feel-good necklace, and I'll tell you why I love it as a piece of jewelry. So it's not over the top, but I love the weight of this piece of brass, and I love that it lands right here, and you can make it a little shorter, a little longer. But what it does, especially when you're wearing something that's flowy in silk, it kind of weighs down this part a little bit, which I think gives you a better shape through this area, this guy right here. So yeah, that's the necklace. I do hope you'll consider it. It's a really great initiative, and it's women empowering women to empower the world. I'm getting chills. I really believe in it. If you can ever think of anything else that we could do, please let me know. I'm always open to ideas. Currently, it's only available in brass. A couple of people have asked me about silver. I can only afford to do one color this season, so maybe next year I can do silver, but for now it's just brass. All right, it is silk time, everybody. So I went through and I just grabbed pieces that made me happy, and this was one of the pieces. So when I was tagging this so that it would be in the collection online, on our website, this top, this high-low top, looks super bright, like almost neon bright. It is not neon bright. It is, I don't want to say that it's grade, but it's definitely not neon. It's a really gentle, bright color. I think that it's showing up quite accurately on both the screens in front of me. Yes, it does land near the heart, actually. And it feels really good on. That's the other thing I like. You know, jewelry that has a nice weight to it. It feels good, like not heavy, but just, it sits really well. So this piece, colors are freaking fabulous. You'll notice that it has black in it and blue. So if you're a jeans person, you could definitely wear this with jeans. Love what you're wearing. Thank you so much. This is for sale. I found this downstairs and it looks way better in person than it does online. The number for this one is PRG3566. And I do truly, truly love it. I don't know how this guy is still here. But the colors are amazing. You have like a paler pink through here. I want to say this is like a Barbie pink, almost like a magenta. It's leaning towards magenta. The blue has like different shades of blue in it. I hope you guys can see that. And then this color here, I know it reads as white, but it's actually a super pale pink. Like so pale that if you wore it with white, it would look like white. Actually, I really have missed having you guys all to myself. So this is cream, for example, and I feel like you could wear it with the cream and it would work. So this is a great piece for every season. Hopefully I can catch your messages as they come through. Okay, so this is piece number 1. Let me see what else I've got. And what I'm wearing as my underpinning today is I'm wearing the Ritzy tank by Blue Sky. And I feel like this is like my go-to fall underpinning. So I'm wearing the Galeen pants. They have a yoga waistband. They have pockets. They have gathers, but unlike the Metamade pants, they don't have so much fabric that they feel weighty or bulky through here. I'm all covered in threads. Okay. You may need to get them hemmed, because they do make them long. They're made out of bamboo. They're super cool and like cool to the touch. And I'm wearing it with their Ritzy tank. And we have a lot of different tank tops, but I love the Ritzy tank because of where it lands. So it's got a little bit of a curve through here, kind of comes up on the sides and then goes back down on the bottom. And I feel like this top is just really flattering with a pair of pants, unlike the ones that, like especially wider leg pants, where you don't want something that's covering your crotch. You want it to look more like a top. I love the Ritzy tank for that. Will you be getting more of that tank? Oh, don't tell me we're out. Yes, I can definitely get more. They must be going fast. I didn't realize that. I'll check my inventory and I'll place an order today. And what size am I wearing? That's a good question. I am wearing, hold on guys. I'm wearing a large. So just so you know, I'm a large in this top, even though generally I feel like I'm an extra large, but I love it with the wider leg pants. Okay, next. So I picked one of mine. So now I'm gonna pick one that the team chose. And I think, ooh, this is lovely. Okay, so someone on the team chose this. I'm guessing it's Mira. And it's a really soft silk. It's so soft you can hear it. Hold on. Can you guys hear that? Shirt tail hem. Yes, that is exactly what it's called, a shirt tail hem. Thank you, Heather. I love it how you guys have words. This is why we have collaboration. So it has a shirt tail hem to it. And also, do you notice how it's like a little looser here at the front so that there's room for your tummy, but that doesn't mean there's like A-line, which would have been wider through here. And it does have a bit of a princess cut here so that it does tuck in here at the boob breast, sorry, and then it goes out that way. Okay, so this is a shrug. I think shrugs are great for this time of year, and you just wear them like that. So this is where a piece of statement jewelry really works well. Some of people have mentioned that when they wear a shrug, they really enjoy wearing a magnet with it. And I can see that because, you know, you might have to keep pulling this forward. I find that it depends on with what you're wearing underneath. Like with this top, I find it's fine. It stays exactly where it should. Whereas I find with if I'm wearing silk underneath sometimes or other fabrics, it doesn't stay put. So that's where the magnets come in. What I have here are the iridescent ones. Hopefully you guys can see that. So I've got black and I've got pink. And it's all I kept with me for this show, so hopefully this will get me through. So what you do is you just put your magnet right here. And you can put one on the other side. And then your shrug's not going to fall off either. You probably could even put it lower, now that I'm thinking about it. Is there a reason why you couldn't? No, there's no reason. So if I put this other one down here, yeah, that'd be kind of cute. So, okay. Pink on the bottom and black on the top. Oh yeah, I definitely prefer the magnet there. So here's a lovely shrug. You can wear it with black. You can wear it with your jeans because it's got all the beautiful shades of blue in it. It's another piece that will carry you through a lot of seasons because you've got these kind of warm autumn colors, but then you've also got this beautiful sea blue here, but then you also have black and white. So it's like such a winner. So here is another piece that we picked as part of your silk therapy today. I really like the diagonal stripes too, actually. I find that whenever you put on a diagonal stripe, it kind of, it stops you from looking boxy. So there we go. Hi, Ryan. It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well in school. Hi, Cleo. Okay, removing the magnets. Okay, here we go. Let's try another one. I think Mira picked this one. Where did I put the hanger? Here. Okay. Next, I'm going to pick one that I picked. So I've already shown you this one. So I wanted to show you this. Well, and I feel like I've shown this to you guys before. I honestly don't know how this is still here. So this is a one shoulder dress. The silk is unbelievably soft. Like I can't, this is one of those I can't even silks. I love that silk therapy. I love it too, and I really needed it. This is the most connected to myself I have felt all day, quite honestly. And I think I just needed that tactile experience to ground me again. So here we go. This is beautiful. First of all, it's gray, black, and red. So how can you go wrong? Hopefully you guys can see the color accurately there. And the other thing that I really love is this, it almost looks like a chevron here, like a little arrow. And I love where it falls because when you're wearing it, it kind of falls to the side. But then what makes this piece so unbelievably cool is this embroidery on it. So this is all starburst kind of embroidery, and then some of them have little mirrors in them. But I think, like I said, what makes this spectacular is how soft the silk is. It's just something you want to feel against your skin. And I feel like even though we are moving into cooler weather, I don't see why you can't wear that to an event with a pair of wide leg pants and maybe with one of these sleeves, just a pair of sleeves underneath, which I will add there. In those sleeves, I wear a small medium. They're small medium. And because I have quite narrow arms, and that's where I want it to be a little tighter. If you have slightly larger arms, you might want to go with the large, extra large. But yeah, like this is beautiful. I definitely feel like $1,000,000, and notice how the necklace matches this as well. So I wish you guys could feel it. It's like, this one is one of those ones that's like butter. It's, oh, you can hear it. See? It's got a really soft feel. Okay, next I'm going to pick one that Mira picked. And thank you again for joining me. One shoulder dresses are very functional. Yeah, I want you all to feel it too, guys. If there was a way that I could, I don't know how to show you. I know what they do in India when they want to show you a pashmina, like a real cashmere one, and they want to show you how soft it is. They run it through a ring, like a finger ring. And I've actually seen them do that with saris as well to show you just how soft it is because it glides through the ring. So this is one of the ones that would glide through a ring. It is so, so soft. And what's funny is there was a black and white and red one that I wore to Nisha's wedding. And I paired it with black pants. And everybody was like, oh my God, that one's so nice. And it had been online for so long and nobody snapped it up. And I'm like, that's my wedding outfit. I feel like this is one of those that, like, if you guys saw me or saw somebody else in it, you would your head would turn. You'd be like, that is so incredible. And yet it hasn't sold. So I don't know. I don't know why. Put that back here. And now I'm going to pick one of Mira's. And I love this fabric. So this one is not buttery soft. It's just soft. But the fabric itself is a pleasure to look at. I don't know how else I can describe it. I feel like the color is showing up really accurately on both. What you've got here is actually this color here, which is reading very much as a taupe or a brown, is actually a green. And then you have orange, red, turquoise, and pink. And all together, you would think that that would not look nice, but it is extraordinary. This would make a great bathing suit cover-up if that's something you were looking for, because it's got all those bright colors. It would be great at the beach, but then you could also tie it and tuck it, turn it into a bit of a dress. It's a midi-length caftan. And I wonder if there's a difference in the sound. Okay, so this is slightly less soft. I don't know if you can hear it. It's slightly different. It's still soft. On a softness scale, out of 10, the butter silks, let's say, are 10 out of 10. This one I'm going to say is about an 8. It's soft, but it's not butter. So here you go. This one is a crepe silk. It's not see-through. And I think if I were to wear this, I do like wearing the midi-length caftans. Maybe I can do this, hold on. I do like wearing the midi-length caftans in the winter with a pair of boots. I don't know that I would wear it with a pair of wide leg pants. I feel like it's too wide plus wide. I'm a sucker for a one shoulder dress. I kind of am too. They're fun to wear. And I feel like whenever I put one on, I feel like maybe like a princess. Does that make sense? Like I feel like I'm doing something special for me because look at me, I'm wearing a one shoulder dress. So yeah, normally if I were to wear something like this with leggings, I would probably do some sort of a pinch or a tuck here to just give it a little more shape and asymmetry. But the fabric on this is definitely part of silk therapy, and it is just for the pattern. I don't know how this looks. It's so funny because I'm looking at the two screens and they look different. So we have two shades of blue here. We have an ultramarine and a turquoise. But the blue is not as prominent as it looks on the screen. The camera is really catching the blue, but I would say in real life, both the blue, the weight of the blue and the visual weight of the orange pink are about the same. Sandy, Lady Barnes, come in and try some on. Yes, you do need to come in and try some on. We would love to see you. So there you go. There's another one. So this one was a Mira pick. And actually, seeing as I do happen to have some magnets here, I think this would be really cute with a magnet right there. And I would probably do the iridescent pink one. Will do, Sandy. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. And then, there. So if you wanted, you could just put that like that. That kind of narrows it a little bit. It also makes it look like it's a shirt with a jacket over it. I probably needed to be a little tidier doing that, but that's how it looks. There. And it narrows it through here as well. Let's see how strong these magnets are. Well, I'm trying, it's not moving. It's suppose if I really yanked it, but even then it's holding pretty well. Okay, next piece. Here we go. So the next one is going to be one that I picked. And the reason that I picked this is I just thought, what a fun color for fall. So this here, let me tell you a little bit about the fabric. So I hope you can see it. Actually, I'm going to take it off the hanger to show you properly. So the fabric on this is super cool. Hopefully, yes, you can see that. So there's different, how can I say this? It's got a woven pattern in the fabric itself of lines. So it's kind of like a self print within the fabric. I guess that might be considered a jacquard, but it's just lines. So is it just lines? Yes, it's just lines. So you can see it through the black here, it runs through the cream, and it also runs through here in the colored portion. And let me see. I actually think that that's woven in. That's not a dye. Is it? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think this is another great piece for fall. So here is a high-low top. I think these colors, because it's got the black border here, it's got the red, it's got kind of like a camel-y color in it, it's got cream. I feel like you could wear this with just about anything. Notice again that the necklace looks great. There is a vest in that. Yes, I already pulled it because I was thinking, is there a way I could wear these together? So this is the vest in the same fabric, and I don't know if I could wear it together. Let's see. Nope, I don't like that. That's a lot of fabric. What about this? Oh, yeah, I like that. I do like that. So I think what you end up getting is sleeves. Oh, actually, really like this. I would 100% wear this. How have I not figured this out before? So let me put my glasses on because I think there's a message there. Okay, so what I did is I put the vest on with the longer side to the back, so the shorter side to the front. And then even if I wore it just like that, it looks nice. It kind of just adds like this jackety layer over top. But I feel like if you take this corner and you tuck it up into your bra strap, or you could use a magnet, then you get kind of like a tunic effect. And this ends up becoming the sleeves of the top. That's kind of cute. I wonder if we did it the other way. Margot, I work at Sorry Not Sorry every Tuesday, and I think I've seen everything, and then I watch a live and I see something new. Oh, that's so sweet. Where are these pieces hidden in the store? I haven't seen them online. Oh, I know, there's so many of them. Even I forgot that they were there. I think these are all online. I'll double check. This one is PRG 2613. I know it's in inventory. If it's not showing up online, it might just be that it's not on the right sales channels. So let me know if you don't find it. But yeah, like, I would totally wear this. I love this look. It makes me feel special, which is important. The silk pattern is gorgeous. It's versatile because I can wear it with so many different colors. And there was a satiny element in here that I wanted to share with you. I feel like the satiny element is more, you see it more in the black. But the stripes are just slightly more satiny than, yeah, sometimes they do look really different online. That's true, Sandy. I find that sometimes maybe they're a little too vivid online, and you can't really appreciate just how nice they are. But like, this is gorgeous. I wonder what would happen if I turn the top around. Let's see what happens. Super elegant print. Yes, I think it's a super elegant print as well. I don't know how my face looks when I'm sticking it in front of the camera. What are you gonna do? Okay, so let me try it this way. I do love that. And if I were to wear it this way, I think I would do that little trick that Margot thought of, which is taking a section from here and maybe here. Where did we do it? Here? Yeah, and this kind of pinning it over. And then somebody was saying that they had a top like this and they just tied a knot in it. Or maybe that was a waterfall top. Oh, guys, did you see what I just did there? And it was totally an accident. Okay, so what I did is I took my high-low top and I tried to center a knot in the front, but I did it wrong. And I ended up putting the knot over here, kind of on my hip, and I think I love it. And then necklace out, and we're good to go. So I was told. I think it's online Margot Brundage. Yeah, guys, I kind of love this. I'm going to have to try it with another high-low top and see if it's just this fabric. But yeah, so super sweet. And then what if you put a vest over it? I don't know. I don't know how it's going to look. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me, guys. I honestly was feeling so disconnected is probably the best word. Just, knowing what's going on in the world, and I just couldn't get my mind off of it enough, like I said, to think, to even snap out of it. I've been watching Bones lately. I don't know if any of you guys have watched Bones, but that's kind of my current go-to when I need to slow my brain down show. And so I've been watching Bones, and she has this kind of, oh, that's adorable. Okay. I don't hate it. Kind of feel like it looks pretty nice, actually. Yeah, so she has this assistant or intern who's working with her. For those of you who watch Bones, it's a guy the guy who is he's the one who created the show. He is the son of a neighbor of mine. His name is Hart Hansen. And so he's Canadian. And anyways, so this intern, whenever the intern sees something on Bones when they're doing an autopsy that just, it's so gross that his brain freezes, he ends up having to recite some sort of a fact, like how long the Great Wall of China is, because facts are the only thing he says that remain constant enough to ground him. And I think when I saw that, I'm like, okay, so for me it's silk. For me it's fabric. It's the tactile sense of, there's so much out there in the world that's just kind of floating around, and it's so ephemeral and a little bit scary. And then you have something like silk, which is not scary and not hard to grasp. And I find that it slows me down a bit. I hope that it does that for you too. So this here is a midi-length caftan. I love it so much. I would actually wear this with black pants. Like, this is just too beautiful. As you know, I'm wearing it backwards because I like the V at the back. But what I loved about this, what made me choose it, was how this panel is kind of like, so it's two shades. It's a red, and let's see if I can get you guys up close to it. It's a red, but it has a pink kind of raspberry under it, which makes the whole thing look more pink. But it's definitely, maybe it's maroon? This is definitely a pink, like a dark watermelon. But then the outer color, I feel like it is just a red. Mind you, that's a red. Is it the same color? It is. So there you go. Look at the difference. So this red here, which is so clearly red, is the same color as this red, but because it has the pink in it, it just looks different. So yeah, I loved this because you have the two different panels down the side, which I think has a very elongating effect. You end up having just a column in the middle, and I think it's dramatic, but it's also quite practical. If you have black and white in your wardrobe, you just throw this on, you look like you really tried, and then you can always wear it with this side to the front as well. So let me spin this little darling around here. I don't hate it. I don't hate it with a V. Sometimes I do, but this time I don't. There. Yeah, it's actually kind of cute this way too. It almost looks like a top and a skirt. And then, so what Shefali did at the last fashion show was she had one of these, and I believe she put a boxy top over it. I'm just gonna see, make sure I haven't missed anything. I'm gonna go grab a boxy top. Let's see if that's a thing. You'll just have to give me a second while I find something that's not too far off color-wise. That's really off. Okay, if I don't find something like immediately, I will give up. But, oh, I think I pulled something with this today. I'm just gonna put it here in case I did. Give me one sec. Nope, I'm not gonna find one. So I'll just grab something. So that's kind of what she did, is she put a boxy top over top of this. I don't think it's gonna work, personally. I think you could put a high-low top over it. That would work. Do I have one of these colors? No. But this is very much the wrong color, but we're just checking to see how a high-low top looks over a midi-length caftan. Sandy, I'll have to come in on a Tuesday when I do travel to Hamilton. Margot, we are waiting for you to come to Hamilton. We are gonna do we're gonna do a Margot day when you come. Okay, so this is a high-low top over a midi-length caftan. And I feel like if I had done enough of a contrast, if Shefali were here racing around finding me the perfect color, probably the perfect color would be this chartreuse. It probably would have looked really great. But as it stands with the two that are so similar, I feel like it doesn't really do much for it. So that layer is a no. I did pull something in it, see? I pulled this, and then I showed you the boxy top in it. So let's see. Let me put this guy back. This is another, oh, I was gonna tell you guys about the silk. So this one here, Tuesday for you, Wednesday for the dress up, and then Friday for the live. You would be a part of all three of them, Margot. So the silk on this, super soft. I'm gonna say not quite butter. Butter would be a 10. This is a 9. Really, really soft, very, very smooth, and it's a crepe silk. This one here is also a crepe silk. I wanna say, I wanted to show you guys this one because I thought it would be really nice for fall. Because it's a deeper color, but it's not like dark. And then because it has the cream here, you could carry it into spring if you wanted. But this one I'm gonna say is also a 9. You can hear it. See? Yes, we do have some pudding. If I find this one is kind of pudding. It's not butter, but it's pudding. I'll give you that. Okay, so I've shown you this one. And I kind of don't want to take this off because it's making me feel very special. But I will. And I'm going to pull one of Mira's. So, one of our customers who, she's a boutique, she carries our products as well. Her name is Sandy. Is her name Sandy? Nope. Her name has escaped me. And she owns Lady Luck Boutique. Her name will come to me any minute. And she bought one of, she was here shopping for her store. And she was like, oh, I really love the maxi caftan, but I don't know if my customers will wear it. Maybe I'll just get one and, you know, see what I think. And then she went to England recently and I saw her wearing it. Just, it was like peeking out from underneath her trench coat. And I'm like, it looks amazing on you. She says, I've been wearing it my whole trip. So it really is a versatile piece for travel. And I feel like this is such an elegant fabric. Now, it is blue, even though, okay, on Facebook, it is definitely showing blue. On Instagram, I don't know if it is. There's a little message here. Love the kimono with the chartreuse bottom. Yeah, it is so beautiful. It's actually a midi-length caftan, but yes, that chartreuse just knocks it out of the park. But this is really pretty. Like if you have a holiday event to go to, this is all, for those of you who don't know, this is all embroidered. It's cantha stitched over top of the silk. So you can see the stitching there at the back. It's all done by hand. And that's over top of the silk pattern. So it just kind of enhances the silk pattern. And then it's got a little drawstring here, which creates some gathers here at the front. And then the border on the bottom of this is insane. And it's comfortable. It's not itchy. And if you are looking for something that is perfect, this is actually part of our Nirvana collection. Not many of our pieces are part of the Nirvana collection because those pieces are flawless and it's really rare for us to find vintage fabric that doesn't have pinholes or anything else that would, like, ideally, this fabric is essentially new, except that it's old. And that's what constitutes our Nirvana collection. There's a little message there. Hi, Holly. Yes, gorgeous. It is a gorgeous fabric. I kind of was going to take this one home with me because I love it so much. And then they convinced me to take the rust-colored one, which I also loved so much. But the blue in this is a marine blue. And then you can see, obviously, it's got this gorgeous red down at the bottom. But it also has green and pink. I'm hoping you guys can see that. You can see it, oh yeah, you can see it a little bit better here. Hope you can see the colors there. So there's green, kind of like a goldy mustard, and then a soft rose color in it. And then the stitching is kind of done in a very, very pale, like a pale tan. And then it has sequins all over it. It is a stunning piece. And I really do, I didn't think I was gonna like the longer caftans. I thought that I was gonna feel like a golden girl in them, but now that I've tried them on, I kind of feel like they're a bit of a go-to for me, because it's like wearing a duster, but again, without having to worry about what to pair underneath it. And anything that speeds up decision-making for me is a win. So I wanted to show you, so I thought I'd try these two together. Is this what I wanted to try it with? Yes, okay. So this is a side tie tunic, and then this is a shrug. Now I picked them at separate times, so I don't know if the colors are gonna work. I kind of think they will, because they're black. Yeah, actually, that's really beautiful. So let's try that on and see. So again, I'm going to put the V to the back, and for those of you who don't know, this is our long tunic with side ties, and it's basically, it is just a tunic length top. It comes mid-thigh, and same length at the back. On me, it covers my bum. On most people, it does. And then if you wanted to make it a little more asymmetrical, you can tie one side, or you can tie both sides, or because the fabric is so soft, can you guys hear that? Looks like there's a party on the street. Yeah, because the fabric is so soft, if you were to tuck it in, it doesn't add any bulk. So what you could get, let me untie this here, you could, and the colors on this are black and red, just black and red, nothing else, which I think is kind of easy to pair with things in your wardrobe. But if you didn't want to wear it just as a long shirt, kind of looks nice as a shirt too, here. Yeah, I would probably wear this with this part tucked in a little, so that you get some asymmetry like that. I'd probably do a better job tucking it. I feel like I didn't do my best work. But it would have to be something with these little bits tucked in here. Yeah, like that. Maybe tuck it a little more. But I feel like that would give the asymmetry that makes the top look really nice, especially with pants. Because I think with leggings you would want it to be more tunic length, but if you're wearing it with pants that are a little wider, it's nice if it's got a bit of asymmetry going on here. I wonder if it's university kids. We're very close to McMaster. Okay, next one. Oh wait, I was gonna try this with the shrug. Let me put that back on. Okay. So this is another shrug. I had to pull this because the colors are dreamy. I would never have thought to put these colors together, and whenever I see a piece that makes me feel that way, it always just makes me happy inside. So if you were only to see this side of it, you'd be like, yeah, it's kind of cute. It's, you know, pinks and raspberries and a little bit of like a chartreusey green and cream. It's lovely. And then if you see this side of it, you're like, yeah, black and red, that's fine. But when you see the two of them together, I just feel like it's so amazing. The colors are just together. They are overwhelmingly beautiful. So when you wear a shrug, you can choose which side you want to show more of. So in this case, I put the pink on top. If I wanted, I could flip this guy upside down, and I could put the black and red on top, which I kind of like more with this top underneath. Like that. And then you see the pink coming down on the sides, which is really pretty. You see a little bit of pink at the back. Yeah, I like this. I would totally wear this. And even though the reds aren't exactly the same, because there's just so many shades of pink and red, it kind of blends in. But it's just super cute. And it gives you sleeves, like longer sleeves, if that's what you want. Now, some people take this, if they want to narrow the sleeve a little bit, they grab it from the inside. I'm not going to grab it from the inside because it would be a little hard for me to do. But you just tie a little knot here and then tuck that in, and it gives you a bit more of a butterfly sleeve there. There we go. Did I miss any messages? Let me double check. No, okay. So yeah, if you want, you can tie it. If you turn it inside out and tie it, then the tie doesn't kind of hang out at the side like that. It does tuck in a bit better. It gives you a slightly different look. So this gives you like a longer sleeve look. This gives you more of a shorter sleeve look. And the nice thing about these, especially if you're traveling, most of you already know this, but you can wear them as a scarf. You just grab it like this, drop one side, and wrap it around your neck like that. And you get a nice lofty scarf, which I think looks so super cute with this top. And then I know that some of you have worn this in other ways. Let me see if I can figure that out. So what I've seen is some of you have just worn it like that and then tied a simple knot in it, which gives you a bit more of a waterfall-y effect. I think that would be nice with a jean jacket if you were looking for something to just cover this space here. And what makes it really nice for travel is it's so small you could fit that into your bag and it weighs nothing. So shrugs are a really good investment for adding sleeves, adding a layer of warmth, and for travel. Okay, next. I think next I'm going to show you another high-low top that I fell in love with. I think this one as well, maybe a situation where online the colors look really bright, because otherwise I can't figure out why it hasn't sold yet. Because she's a beauty. She's a beauty. So this one here, the silk is really soft. It's a chiffon. It's lighter than a georgette. A georgette is the sheer one, but when it's really, really, really lightweight, it's a chiffon. It's almost like air. There's nothing to it at all. So this one here, I just thought the colors were spectacular. Like, I don't know, is that the 60s? To me, that feels like the 60s. But look at those patterns there. Like, look at that. That's really cute. And then this little swoopy thing and how it kind of goes behind the kite there. It's adorable. And then this color here is, it's a sky blue, verging on turquoise. This is kind of like it's a golden yellow, but it's leaning towards brown. This background color is a fuchsia, but it's a slightly magenta fuchsia, so it's not like in your face bright. I love that it has black and gray in it and white, because I figure whenever you have those colors, what can't you do with it? And then the back, oh my God, look at that. Right there. Look at these guys. The back is beautiful. It has a bit of a border down both sides. You can see there and there. And then this pattern on the back is cream. So I kind of don't know how this hasn't sold, because it's got the black in it. Like, it's beautiful. All I did was put it on, and I feel already like I tried so hard and succeeded, just because the colors are so rich. But really spectacular. Let's try that thing with tying a knot in it again, see if that worked, or if I just got lucky that one time. So if I flipped it around like this, let me take my necklace and tuck it out of the way. Okay. So what I did was I pulled that down, and then I gathered this together over to the side, tied a knot. Yeah, I love it. So I think you have to tie the knot so that it's closer to this piece. So it lands closer to there. But yeah, it gives you a real blousey effect if you wanted to wear it this way. and it still covers your, no, it does not cover your bum at the back. The sides do because of the length there, but it lands just about at your bum. But beautiful fabric, just stunning. I would wear this with black, obviously. I would wear it with cream. I would wear it with gray. Do we have any gray? At the moment, we don't have anything gray. No, we really don't. But this is probably a good time to remind you. Here. So our first order deadline has passed for the linen, but the second order deadline is November 20th. So if you still haven't bought your linen, but you were thinking that you wanted to, just go ahead and do that. It's 20% off. You can pay with Sezzle, which means you can pay in 4 installments. People who ordered for October 20th, we should have the shipment within the first week of January. For people who order for November 20th, we should have it for the first week of February. So if I were to pair these together, I feel like the color that I would choose is Hellebore. Yeah, because it's kind of like the darker gray, but with taupe undertones. So this is what it looks like. The colors are really beautiful. The ones that we're getting in store, just so you, can you guys see that? That's better. The ones that we're gonna get in store, we're only getting the Casba pants for in store. And we're getting Nochi, Fora, Epi, Hellebore, Dewberry, Tapioca, and the Chartreuse, Vireo, just so you know. And we're just getting limited sizes in that. But if there's something else that you were looking for, one of these other colors, which are very well described on our website, you can go in and grab them. I also, for myself personally, I got, oh, was it the pink? Yeah, I got the Friani dress in this beautiful pink color, Primrose. It's really a beautiful pink. I don't know that I would do it in pants, but I definitely would do it in a dress. And this shade, Oceana, is stunning. It's kind of an ultramarine blue. It's verging towards purple, and I think it's going to be a lot like Pareo was this year. Okay, love this piece. Don't know where it's been hiding. Had to share it with you. Okay, I'm going to go back into Mira's choices now. Oh, they're beautiful. Okay, this one. Yes, I agree, Mira. How has this not sold? So, this is also a chiffon. It weighs nothing. It is a midi-length caftan. The color in the background is, obviously it's purple, but it's got like a bit of a, how can I describe that? It's a really true periwinkly purple. Like it's got so much depth of color. It's like if ultramarine blue were a purple, it would be this color. It's not washed out at all. But I think what really sets it off are these flowers in the beautiful fuchsia pink here. Then we've got baby blue there. We've got a gorgeous green, like incredible green. I hope you guys can see it. Let me see if I can show you. So there is the green that's in it is extraordinary. It's a really rich color. And then the yellow. So, and normally I stay away from yellows and purples when I'm picking saris. I'm just like, that's not gonna work. But when I saw this one, I'm like, this is so beautiful. I must have picked it in person because it's really nice. And again, you can feel how light it is. Look at that. Do you guys see that? How it floats? It's beautiful. Okay. So again, I would probably wear it with the V to the back, but I think because it's got this gorgeous gold trim on it, maybe I will wear the V to the front. Did I miss a message there? Hi Manoj. Oh, what does that say? Video freezing. Oh no. Gorgeous fabric, yes. Let me know if anybody else is finding that the video's freezing, but otherwise it just might be your Wi-Fi, Holly. Okay, so you can see how sheer that is. Hopefully, yeah, you can totally see how sheer that is. It's a really light fabric. I like it with the gold. I feel like if I were wearing more gold jewelry, and maybe with my hair up. I would really like this gold neckline, but I think for me, I really prefer to have a round neck like that. And then have this on it that way. So there you go. Beautiful color, guys. I don't know if it's translating well, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, going to pick another one. Okay, I'm going to pick this one. So this silk is another, this one's a little weightier, but also very, very soft. I want to say this one is not butter, but it is definitely pudding. Like it's got, it just kind of melts into your hand when you do this. Like it's weightless and it has no, it's like it has no substance to it. It's just so soft. But it is a crepe silk, so it's not see-through. You can hear it. There. So I love this design here. Hopefully you guys can see it as well. Love that it has gray and black in it and then a cream background. This color is kind of like a wine color. The background is, I want to say it's more ecru than cream. Like it doesn't have yellow in it. Even though there is yellow in the pattern, the background doesn't have yellow in it. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna have to try this on so you guys can see what I'm seeing here. When you put it on backwards, it is a high-low top, but let's say I were to put it on backwards. Look how this one pattern lands right here, almost like it's a necklace. It's so gorgeous. And it feels like a dream. I think this is one of the ones that I would probably do something, I don't know, oh yeah, I would tie it. Yep, I see it now. I would tie it here. And again, I would tie it as close as possible to the slit, like that. And wear it that way. That's so adorable. And then if you wanted, there's no good reason why you couldn't tuck this in. Because again, it takes up no space at all. Yeah, there you go. So you get a nice little blousey effect at the front, and then you get this kind of cape effect at the back. And then you can take a necklace, way down the center right here. And again, super soft, ridiculously soft. You can even hear it. It's that soft. Okay, let me see. Oh, right. And I had found the matching top. Is there? Oh, wow. That is a lot of stripes going in many different directions. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like them together. I think that this floral pattern really softens the stripe and makes it just a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Understated. Even though it's such a vivid stripe, if you were to have just the stripe, it would be really bold. Whereas I find this with the gray and the very soft kind of ecru softens it, and then you end up with just a bold look across the bottom. I also like how the border is black, so if you're pairing it with black, it kind of, it looks like it belongs with the pants, like it kind of matches that way. Yellow dress, wear, baby. Oh. I don't know what that is. Okay, so there's that one, and I have to add this. And if I were to wear this backwards, I think I already did wear it backwards, so I'm gonna put that away. And I'm gonna pull what a number is again. Okay, I think I'm going to pull, oh my goodness, Mira. You're right. How has this not sold? Yeah, I know exactly why Mira pulled this. Okay, so if we are having fun with fabric, you guys need to see how incredible this is. So that is all embroidered right through there. Hi, Jackie. And you can see that it's kind of got like a tie-dye effect there. All of these, every bit of color that you see through this fuchsia part is outlined in thread. I thought that it was actually all thread, but it's not. The blue ones, it's all outlined in thread. And is there a place where I could show you what it looks like without the outlining? Nope, because it is all over the sari. So you can see it up close here. So there's basically a print on the sari, and then they've outlined that entire, every single place where the print shows up, they've outlined it in stitching. And then this is the pallo of the sari, the fancy part that would have gone kind of over your shoulder. And the colors are magnificent. Look at that green in there. You guys see that? It kind of ombres through the colors through here. And then it ends with almost like a purpley gray indigo. It is truly spectacular. And if you were to wear this with the V at the front, and it is also very soft. So when I wear my maxi dresses, I like to wear mine with the V at the front, and I will give you guys a little tutorial on how to do that. So, so when I said the V at the front, what I meant was that the underarm part goes to the front. So normally, these were designed to be worn this way, which looks great. And what you end up with is it's a little longer directly in front and a little shorter on the sides. What we figured out was that you can take the underarm part and put that to the front. And when you put it to the front, you end up with it being just a little shorter where you're walking, but longer on the sides. And there is a trick to tying it so that you still are wearing it like a halter, so that you're wearing it more like, you can obviously wear it this way too, but it looks really good if, see if I can do this. This is where I need Chevali. Okay, so what I do is I tie this with this, just like a single tie, like that. Then I do the same thing on the other side. Grab this guy, put it up here, tie these two together, and then I take the two from here and the two from here, and I tie those two together at the back. And that's how I get the halter look. And it also gives you a bit of a V at the back as well. So this way you can see that polo part right at the front, and it's not kind of hiding on the side. It's fabulous. It is a fabulous piece. I think during the last fashion show, what Shefali did was she grabbed this and she tied little knots on the inside. I don't even know how she did it. And then she used those little knots to add some asymmetry. Let's see if I can do it. So clearly she did them lower than that, because I think if I did it here and here, it would be kind of cute, actually. But yeah, so that's what she did to add just a bit of a different look to it, is she added little, I bet you she used elastics. Of course, that's the way to do it, because otherwise you end up using too much fabric. So she probably just grabbed it from the back, took an elastic, attached it there, and then you get that little kind of like a flower design. And then she did those kind of all over the place to kind of create gathers and a little bit more structure, not structure, but poof. I'm gonna call it poof in the skirt part. Yeah, the maxi is extraordinary. It is a showstopper, for sure. Okay, let me get this guy off. And it has a belt, of course, which you can wear in lots of different ways. And, oh, I'm gonna show you the baby doll that Mira picked too. I can see exactly why she picked that one. So the baby doll that I'm gonna show you next is all in neutrals. And it's got blacks, beiges, and grays. So it's really, really understated. And I feel like it would be a great piece to wear in the fall and in the winter, especially. So let's give that one a try. It feels, okay, this one is butter, guys. This one is not pudding. This one, it's amazing. It's I wish you could feel it. It's so incredible. Have I missed any messages? No. Okay, so what you're seeing here is black and taupe, different shades of taupe. Some of the taupe leans towards gray, and then you have the same kind of look at the back. I want to say that this color here is a little bit more oatmeal, but it's not yellow. Like, there's no yellow in it. Is there? No, I don't think so. I think that's the light. But this one is ridiculously soft, like unbelievably soft. So I would probably wear this one with almost nothing underneath, except maybe those threads nipple stickies. But yeah, just so soft. And this one I feel like it needs a black necklace to tie it together, but it feels amazing on. There you go. I'm gonna do a swirl because I'm very happy in this one. It's really nice. I feel like there are things you could do with this as well, with some tucking, but I don't know at the moment, but definitely something. But the silk on this one is bananas. All right, let's see what else we've got. I'm gonna pull another one of Mira's. Oh yeah. Yep, okay, I know exactly why she picked this one. The silk, no I don't. I don't have a high-low top in this. The silk on this one is also ridiculously soft. So the colors on this are, that's kind of a coral. That's a darker coral, moving towards like a rust or a burnt orange. There's like a cardboard brown in there. The background is a crew. And then you have different shades of blue, like ocean shades, I would say, of blue. I think that's it for colors. But this color here is not a yellow. It's a very pale, it's a brownish peach. I guess is the best way you would describe it. So what would I pair this with? I would definitely wear this with jeans because I love orangey tones mixed with blues. Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. And again, feels like a dream. So we have a couple of hacks on how to wear your vest. One of them is to just tie a knot here, and then it kind of gives you a bit of asymmetry. The other day I was wearing mine and I thought I didn't want it so long there on that side, and so what I did is I took this end and I tucked it up here into the side. Probably needed to pull that over a bit more, maybe tuck it here as well. Yeah, so that it created an asymmetrical top like that. And then I know one of the other hacks that we've been using with this is to turn a vest into a top. And the way that you do that, this one is the Ellen hack, is you put it on so that the more fabric, like there's more fabric on the bottom below the armholes than on the top. And you put it on that way with one arm through each side. Then you take this side, tuck it up into your bra strap or use a magnet. Take this side, tuck it up into your bra strap or use a magnet. And then, so you've got nice like a cowl effect there. And then this was the part that I hadn't thought of. You take this and you take this front panel and you kind of lean it over to your hip on the opposite side and you tie these two together here. Like that. So you end up with an actual blouse. That should be a little lower back there. Would look great with a sweater or a cardigan or a jean jacket, but you definitely get a blouse. It's completely closed across the front, like that. And this one as well. You can hear this one as well. It's that nice. Here. Let me hold the tag so you're not hearing that. See? It looks like it might match a solo blue. It might. Let's check. Actually, I saw the piece you picked, Heather, from the sneak peek. Oh yeah, guys, for those of you who don't know, we've released the sneak peek of the shipment that's en route from India. Okay, this is fun. It is supposed to arrive to us on Tuesday. And the tracking hasn't changed that it's supposed to arrive on Tuesday. However, it is stuck in India. And it says that it's some sort of a administrative delay. And I have this funny feeling that because the prime ministers of our country and India are fighting right now, that maybe they're just not facilitating things going back and forth. So I will keep you posted. Fingers crossed. It hasn't given me any alerts or anything. It's just still in India when it really should not still be in India. So let's see what's going on there. Heather, is that you? Or why are you on Facebook? Yes, Heather is on Facebook. Yeah, let's see if it matches Isola. So there's Isola. Let me put this on here. And I'll put this on, but yeah, this would be gorgeous with Isola actually. So we'll put it on this way. And oh, so sorry, what I was gonna say, Heather, is I saw the piece that you picked off the sneak peek. Yeah, this is gorgeous with Isola. It's incredible together. Stunning, in fact, because it just makes this blue really pop. That's really rich. Right, I saw the piece that you picked and I had to laugh because the first thing I thought was, that's gonna look amazing with Isola blue. So yeah, do check out the sneak peek. It is on its way. Definitely the pieces all exist because they have all been photographed and stickered. It's just a matter of them crossing into Canada, which up until now has been quite a smooth process. So let's just hope it continues to be. Okay, Mira picked this one, and again, it looks like marbling in a book. The Isola girl, lol, yes, she is the Isola girl. The silk on this is butter, or yes, it's butter. It's not pudding. It's better than pudding. It's butter. And let me see if Isola Quest continues. Yeah, absolutely. But I love how it looks like marbling. Like, it's gorgeous. You can see it. So it is a high-low top, so it goes this way. When it's in its right mind, it goes this way. And again, you can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Listen. You can hear the silk. So I love it when it has this black border here. I think it's just universally flattering. Colors on this, you would walk around like a piece of art. I would go to an art gallery wearing this and everybody would stop and look at you instead of the art. I don't know how this one is still here either. Colors are black. We have like a Merlot color. We have salmon, but it's like a dark salmon. A crew background and brown. And I really love how, I don't know if I can show you. So it almost looks like there's like scribbling in black over top of the marbling design, which is why I think it looks so pretty. But yeah, the silk on this is bananas. What a great piece. Yeah, people would definitely stop and stare. This is not a fabric that you can see anywhere else. You know what's really cool? The mayor of Hamilton came into the store today. That was kind of neat. It's kind of neat that the mayor knows we're here. So that was kind of exciting. The price on the wall beside the daisy high-low. Sorry in advance to distract, but it's calling me. The piece, that's probably the piece on the wall beside the daisy high-low. The piece, oh, on the wall beside the daisy high-low. Do you mean the cardigan? Do you mean this one? Because that is a cardigan, and it's gorgeous. And then that one there is it's a digital print, and it's a tapered tunic. So the cardigan or the tapered tunic, because I am really happy to pull it down. That is a Van Gogh high-low. It really is. It really, really is. Do you know which one, Margot? Do you want to see the cardigan, or do you want to see the other one? I'm just going to go get the hook while you're thinking about that, because I feel like people should see the one with the daisies on it too. It's pretty exceptional. So I don't know if this is the one you were talking about. On the right. So fun fact, I don't know what's on the right for you guys because I think that everything is mirrored. This piece here is a cardigan, and I will add it to the collection, and it is truly lovely. It kind of has a bit of a snakeskin print to it, but then can you also see that it has flowers through here? The colors are, look at that gorgeous goldenrod color right there. So it has goldenrod, and then it has black and these gorgeous swirls. This color here is, it's actually a mix of a red next to a purpley wine color, a maroon. It's red and maroon mixed, but it is really nice here. And then always we have the hack way of wearing this, which is to put it on like a hospital gown here. And then you gather these and flip it over your head, and this becomes the collar. And there we go. Yeah, which is also super sweet. And again, you can see how the necklace has gone with everything. But I'll also take down the other one because that's a really pretty top too. And actually Sandy really likes the tapered tunic style. And I'll make sure I add this to the live. If you're interested in looking it up, this one is PRG3381 here. So I'll make sure I add this one as well. And this goes back here. Oh, speaking of things that match Isola, look at that. It's like they were made to go together. I'll try this on next, and then I'll go in and get that top. Have I missed anything? Nope. Okay. So this is another high-low top, and the colors are coming out very true. It leans a little bit more towards wine than it does towards purple. And I think it's because these lines on the inside are kind of like a merlot, like they're not a, whoopsie, they're not a grape. Yeah, I want to say that's a wine color. And oh, the silk on this, by the way, super soft. I'm going to call it an 8. But yeah, if you were looking for something to go with your Isola pants, this is another winner. So yeah, I would say this is a 7. It's really soft. It's not butter or pudding. The colors are extraordinary. And this is how it looks with Isola. It's like they were made to be friends. It's like it's almost a perfect match. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, if you own the Isola pants, you might want to get your hands on this high-low top. It's PRC 3669. Colors are perfect together. And this goes back here. And I'm going to grab that other top from the wall. This goes here. And I need my stick. Let's see. So we haven't had any tapered tunics in a while. So what we have, oh look, I did a much better job that time. So what we have is what we have for now. And I don't know when I'm going to get the next ones in. So the tapered tunic is really similar to the waterfall top. It was actually the first iteration of the waterfall top. And what makes it different is the V at the top of a waterfall top is smaller. It's a little tighter through here. This top has quite a deep V so that it almost becomes an off-the-shoulder top. The other way that it's different is that there's more fabric under here. On the waterfall top, it kind of goes in a little slimmer. And the other thing is that it is closed all the way down here. So you could wear it as a dress, whereas the waterfall top you couldn't wear as a dress because these are all slits. But this is what it looks like on. I would say, like I usually wear it quite wide on my shoulders, but if you have narrow shoulders, you would have to go a little in like that. But it has a lower V at the back. And then I think Sandy was saying that she wears hers. She kind of folds this over this way and adds a button there to narrow the neckline slightly, which you could totally do. But it's definitely like it's a dress or a tunic. And there's, I don't know, I think we have had some ladies who tried it on and they've had trouble getting through this part of it. So if you have, if you like it, have a look at the measurements and make sure you take into consideration what the widest diameter is here at the bottom, because you're going to need to get that over you. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, so yeah, the print on this is stunning. I am such a fan of teal and brown and red together, and then this just looks like a watercolor painting. It's stunning. And then this here you can see is a digital print. It is a work of art. This one is truly a work of art. You could even take those, you know, the magnets that have the chains on them, and you could narrow it here and here if you wanted. But yeah, beautiful piece. And it does not match Isola. Oh, no problem. Margot, any day, any time. It's my pleasure. Okay, so what am I gonna try on next? I think I pulled a lot of high-low tops because I find myself reaching for them a lot in the fall. So this one I pulled because like the front is beautiful. You've got these shades of purple and deep green. You've got the black and cream or black and white, which allows you to, I want to actually say, Monique, you were asking me the other day about a fabric and whether it was cream or white, and I would say it's kind of like this. So the background is a mix of a gray and an oatmeal, which is why it's so hard to read the color of it, because you could pair it with something a little more oatmeal and it'll bring out that shade, or you could pair it with something white or cream and it'll bring out the other shade. But what I loved about this, in addition to this really rich front, is on the back, that pattern right there, which I thought was breathtakingly beautiful. And again, it's the color combinations. Like that green there is a green here that is the same shade as the green over here, but they look totally different because of the colors that are next to them. And this one again is super soft. Like this one's about it's a 7.5 or an 8. Maybe even a 9. Like it's really soft. You can hear it. Right? You can hear how soft that silk is. But yeah, this one's stunning. And then, how long have I kept you from your lives? 9:33. Okay, I can go for another half hour, I think. What if I show you? Ooh, this is pretty. Oh, this is a poncho. Yeah, this is nice. So the silk on this is 7.5 or an 8. It's very, very, very soft. You can hear it. What's nice about this, it's a poncho, is that it's kind of all one color. It's kind of like a merlot and a black, which is as close to neutral and like single colored, monochromatic, as we find in the fabrics, the printed fabrics. But yeah, look at how that just, this color would look really good to bring out the rosiness in your cheeks, especially if you have brown hair. This color will really bring out the rosiness in your cheeks and your lips. It's just the nature of the color. I guess it's kind of like, you know that Clinique lipstick that suits everybody? I think it's called Black Currant or Blackberry. It's the one that all the ladies wore in Sex and the City. This is that color. It's the color that goes really well with everyone. So there it is as a poncho. And then we had a styling hack with this. I think it was, yeah, this is an Ellen hack. So what she did is with the poncho, but she did it the other way. So I did it with the vest earlier, but now that I'm thinking about it, it was definitely the poncho that she did it with. And this, I've worn it so the shorter side is at the front and the shorter side is at the back. But if I were to spin this around and wear it this way, then what she did was she tied these two ends together here, so that the asymmetry really shows up. And the nice thing about doing this is it holds the poncho in place so that it stays asymmetrical like that. And it also defines your waist a little bit better. So you can see the gorgeous drape on this fabric. It's really nice. Yeah, can you see the sheen? Like this is what sari drape is all about. Just how it creates these very, very, very soft pleats that are so flattering and give movement to what you're wearing. Do love it, I really do. It's very pretty. And what's next? Oh, so if you've been watching our Instagrams, then you've probably seen, we've had some gorgeous reels that we've done with one of our customers, and I think her name is Jade, and she's wearing the vest that is the same fabric as this. And I don't know if the vest has sold yet. I can have a quick look. I think it did. I think somebody fell in love with it when you saw it online. Yeah, I don't see it, unless it's in the wabi. Oh, what's that? No, it is here. Okay, good. So we have the vest and the front tie top in this, and I wanted to show them to you together. So the silk on this, I want to say, is about a 7. It's soft. It's not crunchy at all, but it's also not butter. And then this here is our front tie top, and you can wear it with the tie to the front like that. I wanted to show you guys some things that were more like tops for this season, and I will try it on that way. I usually wear it with the bow to the back, quite honestly. And then I know that during some of our dress ups, customers have shown me how they wear it. So you can wear it like this. I would probably tie it just a little tighter here in the front, like that. And then I would probably do the bow there. I know some of our customers just tie the knot and then they take this and they tuck that in because they don't like the dangly. They don't like a bow and they don't want it dangling, so they tuck it in there. So you get a look that's kind of more like, I am not doing a good job tucking, but you get a look that looks like that in the front and in the back. There. My preferred way to wear this top, however, is to wear it backwards with the bow on my bum. Shefali likes to call it a bunny tail, but I think it's really sweet when you wear it this way. And I thought this was a really great look for fall. Again, it's a very sophisticated color, sophisticated pattern. It's a creamy yellow, like that. That is a really, it is goldy. It's not, like it's more tan than it is oatmeal. So, and then it's got the blacks, it's got the browns, and it's got this kind of brown ombrang into a rust or a burnt orange. But I like to wear mine like this, tied at the back here, and I just pull it up just to my hips, and I tie it here at the back. So that's how I like to wear mine. I think it's really sweet this way. And I like the way this band sits across here when I tie it at the back, because you see how this kind of blouse is over that band then. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to show how it looks with the vest. So if you were looking to create some sort of an ensemble, you could definitely pair this with it. Like that. And then pull your necklace in front, and then this gives you a nice little border here at the front. And you've got sleeves. Looks great at the back. I think this is really flattering. And then let's see how it would look if we tried it upside down. So I feel like it might be too much fabric across the top if we do it the other way, but let's see. Yeah, I don't like it as much that way. So I preferred it when I wore it with, see how there's less fabric above the armholes? When I wore that to the top, I felt like there was less bulk up here around my neckline. I also like how it was longer at the back, and then how these kind of are longer at the front. And if you want, you can also tie knots in these. There are people who do that. Thanks, Margot. And you can just kind of play around with the length. I think some people also have tied these ends together. We've had some fun tying things. I'm now thinking of all the different sides we've tied together in the past. But it's worth playing around with just to see what works for you. Yeah, that's cute. So if you wanted to tie it in the front, then it almost becomes like a cardigan. There. Yeah, that's sweet. So this one's fun. This is a great fabric. I am quite shocked that it's still here. I was thinking about what you said last week. Oh, thank you so much, Jackie. Oh, hi, Lucy. I was thinking about what you said about how people, that there are different styles, like women have different personality styles. And I was thinking I might do a live, one of the upcoming lives, where I try to find things that I think would be like sportier, or would be more, more feminine, or more dramatic, and see if we can categorize them. Like, to me, I feel like this would be dramatic, but I also kind of feel like it could be sporty, but maybe also world traveler. There's a lot of room to play around with this. I had to leave for a bit, missed your comment. Oh. There we go. I'm gonna untie that there. Yeah, I feel like this is the season for tops, which is, again, why I showed you the side tie tunic, the front tie top, and the high-low top, because they're all just really great tops for this weather. Okay, so this goes here. This I have to add. Oh, this is pretty. This is another high-low top. The fabric is, I'm gonna say a 9. You can always hear it. Ah! It looks, hi Heather, you're back on Instagram. It's so nice to see you there. Yeah, that pattern really is impactful. I really love it, actually. I feel like it's the kind of thing you could wear to the office. I know that's something that people always are worried about. You know, can I wear this to work? This is such a beautiful shade of green, and I love how it's got so many different shades of green. This one's a little bit more of a chartreuse with some brown in it. Then you've got something that's a little bit more like a lime green up here. You've got dark green mixed with the lime green, which kind of evens out the tone. The print is fabulous. And then here at the front, there's like a little, it's like graph paper. And then you have these very traditional floral leaf designs, but then down here you've got more of that kind of checkered look. I want to say that the front of it is kind of like more of a folk pattern, very folksy and traditional, but how great, this feels like $1,000,000 on your skin. If I could wear green, that would be in my closet. I love it. Yeah, I love it too. Oh yeah, and it's, you know, I'm not somebody who usually likes this shade of green, but it's kind of nice. It's just so earthy and neutral. I want to say, like, if you're somebody who can wear khaki, this would probably work on you. But I love how it's punched up with this brighter green, because khaki can be a little drab, but when you have this bright color mixed with it, it just amps it up, gives it some presence. And again, feels like $1,000,000 on, and looks great with black. Probably would look great with jeans too. And you can hear it. See? Okay, what's next? What's gonna be next? I think it's gonna be this. So Mira chose this, and I think she chose it because, thank you, Margot. Yeah, you know what, it's not a color that I lean towards, but I do think it is nice. We actually make fun of let me tell you, we make fun of my mother-in-law, because I'm Gujarati, so my family's from the province of Gujarat. And my mother-in-law's family is from, well, they're kind of from Delhi, but they're from Punjab. And my family, we wear really bright colors. Like, that's kind of like a Guju thing, is to wear bright reds, bright greens, bright pinks. And when I got married, that's all I wore, were these really vivid colors. And everybody in my family at the wedding wore these really vivid, vivid colors, because that's kind of, I guess we're born in a desert. I don't know. We wear bright colors. And my mother-in-law, she always wore muted colors. And so when I would buy her gifts, I would joke around that I could only buy her things that were the color of a lentil. And if it was lentil colored, she would wear it, because that would be the only thing that would be like neutral enough that she would feel comfortable in it. She would love that green because it's so lentil colored. In Hindi, we call it a dal. It's like almost like a soup made out of lentils. So actually what I say is it's dal colored. She'll wear anything that's dal colored. Anyways, I digress. So this here Mira picked, and I am sure that she picked it because we are both in love with this fabric. It's really rich shades of blue and like a turquoisey blue, and then it's got mid-tone blue in it. It's got red, it's got some cream, it's got some sky blue, but it's just a beautiful pattern. Dark and foreboding doll. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for knowing what I'm talking about, Heather. Lentil colored, so amazing. Just I love it. Well, it was really funny because it took me a while to appreciate her taste in color coming from my family, where like brighter is better. But you know what? I really do see where she's coming from now. There is something very classy about a lentil colored outfit. It's still rich, but the colors are much more earth toned. So this is just beautiful. I would pair this with navy or with jeans. I think the red makes it. I would probably pop a red shoe on with this. It is absolutely gorgeous. You can see that the fabric is kind of ombre throughout. It's beautiful. It's super rich. And it's more of a teal. It's more of a teal than Isola even. It's definitely a greeny color. So there we go. Let's see. What else do we have here? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is the most fun I have had all week. Thank you again for hanging out with me. This is a lot more fun than all the other stuff that was going on in my brain. I married a Gujarati and he jokes it was for the bright color sense. Love bright pinks, oranges, and reds. Oh, that's so sweet that you know what I'm talking about. If I showed you guys wedding pictures, you could tell which lady is from which side of the family by the colors that they're wearing. If it's like sophisticated and muted, it's the Punjabi side. If it's like bright, life is for living, it's the Gujarati side. Yeah, just again, a little aside. So this one I think we've shown you before, and we will probably show it to you again and again and again because it is so beautiful. So this one is a self-pocket dress. And Rebecca, I know who you are now. I'm sorry. You know what? I know your name, and I never made the connection that was you. Nice to see you again. Here we go. So, yep, it's a self-pocket dress. It's got a little pocket here. I think it is the most beautiful tunic dress. Like, it just feels like $1,000,000 on. The pattern is so rich. I love the stripes through here. It almost looks like a top, and then you've got this gorgeous flower coming out the side, this pattern down here at the bottom. Like, everything about it screams work of art. It's truly beautiful. And I would definitely pair this with black, even though there really isn't that much black in it. There's a little bit there. But this dark brown works really well with the black. I don't think I would pair it with brown. And it doesn't match Isola. I already checked. But there, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful pick, Mira. I concur. It's gorgeous. And it's wabi-sabi. You gotta love that. So it has mild thread pulls and a little bit of fabric patching. Don't even see it, but I'm sure there's a video about it. What else do we have here? Ooh, okay. I saw another Mira pick, and it is lovely. I don't think I'm going to try it on, but I will show it to you. So the silk on this is spectacularly soft. It's a maxi dress. It is, I think, again, I would wear this side right there, the front. Can you guys, I will have to take it off the hanger because I need to show you this. So I would probably wear this side to the front here. It is truly beautiful. There. So hopefully you guys can see the sparkles down there on this side. It's phenomenal. This one is begging to go on vacation with you. Silk is really soft, colors are extraordinary, and the shimmer is insane. Oh, this is Mookish work. Let me tell you about it. Yeah, I can always tell Mira's style. So have a look at this. So this is a very difficult to do kind of embroidery. It's called Mookish work. And what they've done, hopefully you guys can see this. It is a very happy dress. I love, by the way, this color, right? Can you guys see it? Here. It's all oranges and greens, but then there's this pink in here, and it's not even really I mean, I guess it's a coral, but it reads as a pink, and I love me a good soft pink with orange, because again, it's unexpected. You can see it right through there. But yeah, so this is Mookish work, and what that means is that they've taken the thread from the back and they've poked it through to the front and put a sequin underneath it, and then they've knotted the thread. So what you're actually seeing across here has texture. It's a little knot on top of the sequin. Oh, I just saw your message, Marilyn. Yes, that shade of green is gorgeous. But yeah, this is spectacular work. I don't know if I told you guys this story. When I was in India last time, I was in a government store in Delhi. So government stores are the ones that aren't supposed to rip you off, but I think I told you they did try to rip me off. And in fact, they did. They sold me something that wasn't silk and said it was silk, and I was stupid enough to believe them. Because, and you'd think I would know. But when I was wearing a baby doll dress, and he recognized that it was made out of a sari, and he says, wow, that dress has a lot of work on it. And I'm like, yeah, I sell it at my store. And he was looking at the work, and he says, how much do you sell it for? And I said, I think 200 something Canadian. And he said, you're not charging enough. He goes, do you know how much work it takes to make this sari? And I guess I hadn't really thought of it that way. I was just thinking, okay, well, it's upcycled, and, I don't know. I guess I wasn't really thinking of how much effort went into making the original sari and how much that original sari must have cost. And I bring it up because the original sari for this would have cost a small fortune with that Mookish work on it. Like, that is expensive work because it's all hand done. So, okay, this one's super cute too. It's fun. I feel like oh, look at the back. Okay, I see now why it's here. That is so much fun. I would pair this with gray. Without question, do I have a nice gray here? I don't have the right gray. I have to wait until the Bryn Walker comes in, and then I would pair this with Epi, that color. But look at those flowers. And then you've got this great ombre stripe through the front. It's adorable. This one also wants to be taken on vacation and paired with gray linen. Very, very pretty colors on this guy. Love it, actually. Look at the back. I'm hoping you guys can see it accurately. It looks the right color on Instagram. On Facebook, it looks a little washed out. It's more yellowy in person. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I know what I'm going to show you next. We are getting close to the end. I do appreciate you sticking with me to the bitter end today. It's been a while since I've done a live by myself, and not gonna lie, I kind of like it. I really feel like I'm talking to you, which is always nice. Okay, this one is spectacular. So speaking of tops, this one I'm gonna say is it's got to be at least a 9, maybe a 9.5. It is so unbelievably soft. It's a gray background with a floral print in persimmon and yellow and a little bit of a sagey green, a little bit of a goldenrod. Very, very soft colors, but I think what really makes it special is this border across the bottom. And we were talking about tops, and I feel like this is another piece that works really well, the kimono sleeve top, as something that you can wear into the fall, because you can easily put something long sleeved underneath it and then just wear it with your pants. It's that easy. It looks very much like the poncho, but the difference is that it's sewn here on the sides, so it can't spin around. It always sits like this, or you can flip it around and wear that side to the front. But yeah, super easy, and it's just the easiest piece ever. And if you wanted, you could definitely tie a knot in here. Again, I would do it from the inside out so that the knot kind of disappears. And you can narrow it a bit there. But again, tuck that in, do the knot from the inside. And then put a necklace here to weigh it down right through the center. And without even trying, you look like you've tried. And that is the magic of these outfits. This one's really pretty, guys. Like, just, I've not seen a fabric like this. Usually when you see these floral fabrics with this tiny flower in the gray background, they're not punchy. This one is punchy because of that persimmon color in with the gray. It's got a lot of substance to it. It doesn't look washed out. Okay, what do we have left? That's very pretty. Ooh. Yeah, I can see why this one was picked. Okay, so this one here is super soft. It is, you'll hear this one, it's so soft. See? So it's a crepe silk, and you can hear the quality of the silk. I think that's the sound. Floral is now Vogue France said. Oh, good. Well, we've got so many florals. Thank you, Vogue France, for catching up with Sorry Not Sorry, and the rest of India. So there we go. I actually found, oh, time for me to digress again, guys. As I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, I found this quote. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow, this is so pretty. I found this quote by Angelina Jolie, and it'll actually be coming up in one of our reels, I think, soon, because I had to use it, and so I had to use it because I just thought it was so wonderful. So what she said was that she was going through a really hard time in her life, and what her therapist said to her was, start wearing flowy clothes. And she couldn't figure out what her therapist was trying to say to her, but she had been wearing a lot of very fitted and tailored clothing, jackets, and very fitted pants and very tailored clothing. And eventually what she came to understand was that using those tailored pieces were almost like an armor for her. And what her therapist was saying is, if you can wear flowy clothes, you're allowing yourself to be softer, allowing yourself to be more approachable, allowing yourself to be more vulnerable. And I thought that that was quite a beautiful thought, because tailored clothes are kind of armor. They're like a uniform. Whereas if you can flow through life, you really are letting yourself flow through it. You're not boxed in by your clothing. You're allowed to be yourself and express. Constricting clothing. Yes, exactly. Those tailored outfits, they're intended to create distance between you and the people in front of you. They connote power, and they connote rigidity. And I feel like if you are wearing flowy fabrics, you're doing the opposite of that. You're saying, I'm eschewing, there's a word, I am eschewing rigidity and inflexibility in favor of being open and allowing myself to move with the wind, you know, to just not be so in control. But I thought it was quite beautiful. I forgot to tell you about the colors of this. So this really beautiful shade of peach it's not yellowy at all. It's a very bluey peach. And so it's very rich. The color is really, really rich there. I hope you guys can see it. Look at the detail in that flower right there. All the different colors that show up in it. It's just such a gorgeous, well thought out fabric. Again, to me, this is a work of art. The person who thought, yeah, I'm going to mix those colors together, that person was fearless. You can see it right there on the arm as well. Oh. Kind of. Okay, what do I have left? Not very many. Oh, okay, I have to show you this. So this is another vest that I thought was perfect for the fall. It's 10:01. Okay, guys, I gotta wrap it up. I've hit my 2-hour mark. I really feel like this is your go-to fall vest. It's gorgeous. It's got that same kind of a brown shade. It's got the black, it's got the red. Anything with black and red is gonna be very easy to pair and easy to accessorize. Oh, that's the short side to the front. Let me flip that around. Oh no, that's the short side to the front. Hold on. Let me flip it again. There. So the colors in this are showing up quite true. But yeah, I feel like you could easily fit this into your wardrobe. Just with the richness of that. And it is a true red with the brown and the black. And even if you wanted to wear it as a vest, I think it would be really sweet. Yeah, that's gorgeous. And again, super easy to accessorize. Just throw some red on, put on a red lip, you're good to go. Let me see if I missed anything. Nope. Okay, so we are getting so close to the end that I am going to pick and choose just 2 more things. Shouldn't I? Ooh. I don't know. How do I feel about that? I think I kind of love it. Okay. So this is not one that I would have picked myself, but I can see why it was picked because this patch in here is gorgeous. It would look incredible with jeans and it'd be a great piece for fall. So this one here is a vest again, but I think I would want to wear it with this piece to the front. For me personally, so I would do something like that with it, and then just leave the rest of it dangling so that you can see that gorgeous piece right there. Alternately, I could flip it around, but I really feel like this is the beautiful part of it. The colors are kind of like I don't even know what you would call that color. It's like a really deep mustard so that it's almost brown. That's this color here. It's like a mustardy brown. Then there you have your actual marigold color, your mustardy color. You've got orange. This is definitely orange and not red. And blue. That's why it'll match your denim right there. Beautiful piece. I bet this would look really great as a vest as well. So this goes on top. Yeah. Yeah, that's so pretty. And you get this panel right here at the front, which is nice. There. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Margot. Yeah, I never thought of it that way either. And then when I read that about Angelina Jolie, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I thought, it really is true. You know, we do... When I was younger and much more insecure than I am now, I wore a lot of tailored clothing. And I think it was a bit of an armor. I think it was, you know, I dare you to not think that I have style or that I'm not good enough because look at how tailored my clothing is. And now that I've gotten older, I'm like, I don't need that in my life. I don't need anything constraining me anymore. And I certainly don't care whether you are afraid of me or not, whether I'm intimidating enough, because I think, you know, when you're wearing those clothes to kind of you know, essentially tell people to back off, I have value. It's because you care whether they do or they don't. And I think I've gotten to the point where if you've decided that you're not going to back off, that's kind of on you. That's not on me. This color is phenomenal. I would probably wear it the other way around. Power suits of the 90s. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think that as women we need to do that as much anymore. What is the underpinning called you are wearing? These are the gaming pants, and this is by Blue Sky, and this is the Ritzy tank. I may not have a lot of the Ritzy tank left, but I will place an order as soon as this live is over. This one is gorgeous as well. It's very bold and dramatic, but I kind of also feel that it screams, look at me, I'm on vacation. I would pair it with white pants, and it's just so special. Like, it's just got so much going on in a fun, bright, fearless kind of a way. So that's it. That's my show for today, everybody. I'm coming to sit down. So thank you all so much for joining me. I had a blast. Please let me know if you prefer having Shefali or somebody here with me, because I'm not gonna lie, I love just chatting with you guys. But if you feel like it's easier to follow along, thank you, Rebecca, it was so fun. Yeah, if you feel like it's easier to follow along if there's somebody else here, then I can certainly arrange for that. But I do miss having this time with you guys, with just me and you. So I'm done. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to post this to all of our channels. And thank you so much for spending your Friday night with me. I just loved it. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Aw. So, Denise, we're just ending. You'll have to catch it tonight until 1:30 a.m. like you did last time. Okay, guys, have a great night. Take care. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. Bye.